In a world where power dictates destiny, where ancient forces clash and new heroes arise, the saga continues. Welcome to The Lord of the Rings of Power, Season 2. As the battle for Middle-earth intensifies, questions arise that beg answers. What new alliances will be forged? Who will betray? And who will stand true to their cause? Prepare to embark on an odyssey that will test the courage. Answers await in The Rings of Power Season 2. Are you ready for the next chapter? When is the second season of The Rings of Power expected to be released, and what details are known about the number of episodes and release platform? The Rings of Power showrunners stated in October 2022 that they will be working on the second season for another couple years, indicating it is likely to premiere at some point in 2024. The Hollywood Reporter also said the series would be ready for release within 24 months, pointing again to a 2024 premiere. The second season will consist of 8 episodes, matching the total number of episodes that made up the first season of the show. This 8-episode count was confirmed when Amazon Prime Video officially ordered the second season back in November 2019. As with the first season, the second season will be released exclusively via the Amazon Prime Video streaming platform. This platform has been the home of the Rings of Power series since Amazon acquired the global television rights to the Lord of the Rings franchise in November 2017. Releasing the second season on Prime Video will make it available to view for all subscribers to Amazon's streaming service. So, what is the premise and storyline of the second season focusing on? The premise of the second season remains the same as the general premise of the season 1, to depict major events from J.R.R. Tolkien's mythology set during the Second Age of Middle-earth, prior to the Third Age events of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. Specifically, the second season aims to show some of the consequences and story developments that set in motion by the major events at the end of season 1. The revelation that the mysterious man Halbrand was actually Sauron himself, with the Dark Lord deceiving Galadriel while she was hunting for him. The showrunners have said season 2 will feature Sauron more prominently now that his true identity has been revealed. It will go deeper into the lore and iconic story elements that viewers have been waiting to see depicted. The deception of Galadriel laid the foundation to now explore how she handles realizing the extent of Sauron's manipulation and what actions she takes next. Beyond the characters themselves, Season 2 is also expected to introduce more of the lands described in Tolkien's writings, but never before seen on screen. Regions of Rhûn will be featured as part of the quest of Nori and the mysterious wizard known as the Stranger. Fan anticipation is high to finally visit these lands after only hearing vague references in prior Tolkien films and media. On top of the geographical exploration, Season 2 is building upon an epic 2-episode battle that could be a climactic event capping off the overarching narrative progress next season. Are you all curious to know who are the key cast members returning as their characters for Season 2? Most of the expansive international cast for The Rings of Power are reprising their roles as series regulars in Season 2. Some of the most integral returning characters are Galadriel, Morfydd Clark, Elrond, Robert Aramayo, Durin IV, Owain Arthur, Elendil, Lloyd Owen, Prince Durin III, Peter Mullen, Disa, Sophia Nomvente, Princess Miriel, Cynthia Adai Robinson, The Stranger, Daniel Wayman, Nori Brandyfoot, Markella Kavanagh, Bronwyn, Nazanin Boniadi, Arondir, Ismael Cruz Cordova, Princess Irene, Emma Horvath, High King Gil Galad, Benjamin Walker, Farazon, Tristan Gravel, Kemen, Leon Wadham, Isildur, Maxime Baldry, and Celebrimbor, Charles Edwards. Given how the first season ended, there is also great anticipation for Charlie Vickers reprising his role as Sauron following the big reveal. Other key returning players in the ensemble include Valandil, Waldrech, Theo, Durin III, and Disa. Having all these characters return, played by the same actors, maintains continuity heading into the new storylines and character arcs set to unfold across Season 2. 2? Which new characters have been cast in pivotal roles for Season 2? Some of the very prominent acting talents headline the list of new cast members that have been announced by showrunners for Season 2 roles. Most notably, Sam Hazeldine has taken over the part of Adar, the orc leader antagonist originally played by Joseph Maul in Season 1. Kieran Hines, Rory Kinnear, and Tanya Moody have also been revealed as joining the cast in undisclosed recurring roles. Other high-profile new stars boarding the Tolkien-verse in undisclosed roles are Gabrielle Ukuwudike, Yasin Zaitz Atur, Ben Daniels, Kevin Alden, Amelia Kenworthy, Will Keane, Selena Lowe, Callum Lynch, Nia Towell, and Nicholas Woodison. More actors added in supporting parts are Oliver Alvin Wilson, Stuart Bowman, Gabby Singh Chera, William Chubb, and Amelia Kenworthy. Showrunner J.D. Payne teased that they will also be featuring comedian Stephen Colbert in Season 2 as a cameo, as a reward for his Tolkien fandom, though Colbert's role has not yet been confirmed. Given the range of acting experience among the new players, from rising talent to veteran movie/TV stars, casting continues to add more depth for the next season. Why did production on the fantasy series move from New Zealand to the UK for filming the second season? Several factors influenced the decision for Amazon Studios to shift production across the globe from New Zealand to the United Kingdom for Season 2. A major consideration was the substantial infrastructure investment Amazon had already made in the UK studio space for its other original content. Building up these production capabilities and resources in Britain made the UK a more efficient and economical choice compared to New Zealand. The proximity of the UK to other locations across Europe was also a logistical advantage cited. This would allow the production to potentially film in other countries near the British Isles that could represent new regions of Middle-earth. That global accessibility mirrors how Game of Thrones leveraged various European settings. Showrunners suggested they may take advantage of different filming spots as the story depicts new lands, only referenced but never before seen on screen. Another reason cited was that the Tolkien estate itself wanted at least part of the series produced in the UK, given how British locales helped inspire Tolkien's writing. Tax incentives in the UK providing a 25% rebate in production expenses through the country's high-end TV tax relief program also factored into the value assessment. Meanwhile, New Zealand's strict pandemic-era policies restricting travel and access proved challenging for Amazon to manage the first season's production, hence the change. What filming locations have been used across Britain and Europe to portray Middle-earth in Season 2? Numerous filming sites across the UK and Spain's Canary Islands have served as real-world stand-ins for regions of Tolkien's fantasy world depicted in The Rings of Power Season 2. Within Britain, production base camps were established at Bray Film Studios and Bovingdon Airfield. Additional location shoots occurred spanning Surrey, Berkshire, and Ascot. Specific UK sites included Hankley Common, Swinley Forest, and Butter Steep Rise. As for the European locations, production crews set up cameras on site for exterior shots in Spain's Canary Islands. The islands provided landscape backdrops evoking an otherworldly atmosphere consistent with the fantasy genre. Canary Island spots used were the Tide National Park, San Juan de la Rambla Village, and the La Saleta Coastal Pool. With such a diversity of regions filmed across Britain and Europe, settings in Season 2 promise to showcase fresh vistas going beyond New Zealand, which stood in for all of Middle-earth in Peter Jackson's film. How did events like the writer's strike impact the tight production timeline for completing Season 2? The accelerated production schedule to deliver Season 2 of The Rings of Power by next year faced added complications from unforeseen events. This included dealing with the high-profile 2023 writer's strike for TV and streaming projects, which began shortly before filming was slated to conclude. The walkout barred showrunners and writer-producers from being on set set to guide filming from the last scheduled 19 days of production. Without key creative driving forces available, direction shifted to the non-writing executive producers and episode directors to push forward under an existing contingency plan. Other incidents, like the injury of a horse that died on location and a fire breaking out at Brave Studios where interior sets were housed, posed additional obstacles for the showrunners. Local criticism about potential damage caused to protected forest areas used as exterior locations also put PR pressure on the producers. Nevertheless, principal photography wrapped roughly on schedule in the early summer of 2023. Now, the challenge is keeping stringent post-production timelines to deliver episodes rapidly edited, scored, and enhanced with CG visual effects in time for the Prime Video 2024 release target. And that's a wrap on this tantalizing glimpse into the world of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power Season 2. From the hints and previews to the epic mysteries waiting to unfold. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling adventure. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell to be the first to witness The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power Season 2 as it unfolds. Don't miss out on the adventure of a lifetime.